I'm pretty sure na hindi na to bagong device. This is the Samsung Galaxy A36 5G and ang dami pa rin sa inyo nagre-request sa akin na i-review natin itong device na ito. Ano nga ba meron sa kanya? Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 with a 5,000 mAh na battery, 45 watts ang kanyang fast charging support with a 50 MP na main camera sensor, IP67 rated, and maganda ang kanyang protection sa harap and likod since it's Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. And best of all, below 20,000 pesos. More details after this quick intro. Now, ito si Samsung Galaxy A36 5G na may 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. Currently, is being priced at around 18,000 pesos. And ang kanyang higher variant na 8256 is currently priced at 20,000 pesos. More details on the description box or just simply click the product link. Now, one of the good things dito na nagustuhan ko sa kanya, very much protected ang phone na ito. Harap and likod niya is being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. For me, medyo overkill para sa phone at this price point. Pero honestly, it pays to have a better protection. Pero siguro ang bitin lang sa akin is kanyang side frames. Could have been better if gamit nila aluminum side frames. This is just a plastic frame, by the way. One good thing is symmetrical ang kanyang bezel. So okay, wala kang maging problema sa kanya. Maliit naman kanyang punch hole. One good thing also is kanyang display is a Super AMOLED display. And another thing that I like is hindi siya ganun kabigatan at 190 grams. Now, this phone is being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 3. It's a more of a mid-range chip na kaya mag-multitask, wala kang maging problema dito. I did some video editing dito sa CapCut, I did some playing some games, I did some multitasking. Wala kang maging problema. Mani-mani lang naman sa kanya ang 6 Gen 3. Nung sinalang ko to sa Antutu benchmark, it got me 618,000 points sa Antutu benchmark. Ito ang breakdown score na binigay sa akin. 917 ang kanyang loop score with a 99% stability sa Wildlife Extreme. Ito ang score na kuha ko sa CPU benchmarking na Geekbench. And ito naman sa GPU benchmark. Okay naman kanyang thermals and it throttled to 79% ang kanyang best performance. Now, another good thing naman dito sa phone na ito, it has a big battery. Well, more of a industry standard na 5,000 mAh and it can support up to 45 watts na fast charging. Yun nga lang, walang charger ang kasama itong phone na ito. Now, probably the next thing na tatanong mo sa akin kung ano ang marirecommend kong charger which can work well with the Samsung Galaxy A36. What I have here is from Ugreen. This is a GAN charger from Ugreen. Tawag sa kanya is a 65 watts na Nexode charger and it's being collaborated with Genshin Impact. One best thing dito sa kanya is pag magpapack away ka, pwede mo ligpit tong kanyang saksakan ng ganito lang so hindi siya sagabal when you travel. And another best thing dito sa kanya is, ang dami ng ports. Isang A port, dalawang C port. So you can charge 3 devices all at the same time. More details sa description box below kung saan na siya pwede mabili. Now, on day-to-day usage, kaya naman magtagal na itong phone na ito for roughly isa't kalahating araw na hindi mo kailangan mag-charge. So meaning, if you're using this phone normally, walang heavy bits recording, walang gaming na heavy, kaya-kaya naman namang tagal ng one whole day. And another thing nga pala, this one supports eSIM, so wala kang maging problema. And it also comes together with a 6 major na Android update. So you should be updated up to Android version 21 kasi Android 15 siya right now. Yung nga lang right now is One UI 7, so kailangan mo antayin yung One UI 8. But right now it's running One UI 7. Pretty soon siguro makakuha siya ng One UI 8 na update. Nung sinalang ko to sa battery stress test ng PCMark, it got me a 15 hours and 34 minutes na screen on time. This is rated under 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate for me. Okay, solid. Another winning factor dito is yung kanyang display. 6.7-inch na Super AMOLED display with a 120 Hz na screen refresh rate and maximum brightness at 1,900 nits. Screen niya is being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, so meaning there's a good level of scratch resistance up to a certain level. And if you're browsing through your favorite social media dito, the app, expect to give you a really good swiping experience dahil, 120 Hz screen refresh rate, plus yung AMOLED display niya na maganda, talagang ma-enjoy mga experience on this phone while you're scrolling all day long. Now, if you're watching your favorite shows naman on YouTube, kaya naman mag-support ng HD na video quality dito while you're watching your favorite shows on YouTube. So, expect a good, clear, and sharp display on the Samsung Galaxy A36 5G. Now, i-check lang natin quickly ang kanyang sounds coming from this phone. Bali, meron siya dalawang speaker. Isa nandito and the other one nandito sa ilalim. Try natin. So one thing to like dito sa kanya is pretty solid ang kanyang sound, even better than some of the mid-ranger out there from other brands. Now, pag-usapan naman natin ng gaming. I played 3 games dito, Call of Duty Mobile, Firelight 84, and Honor of Kings. Pagdating kay Call of Duty Mobile, sinagad ko kanyang frame rate to ultra and lowest graphical settings. It was pretty damn good kasi I was able to game halos isang oras dito. One thing to like this guys, magandang experience. Very smooth ang gameplay, wala ka maging problema. Maganda rin kanyang touch response, so guaranteed yan. And one of the best things dito sa kanya is pretty solid din ang kanyang sounds. Halos wala ako na-feel naman ng frame drops dito sa kanya, and the game was running quite smoothly, be it sa VR games or sa mga ranked matches. And playing after an hour, uminit siya up to 38 degrees Celsius. Pagdating naman sa Firelight 84, sinagad ko rin ka ng graphical settings sa hanggang saan ang kaya niya. And the gameplay was also okay. Wala akong na-feel na masyado na frame drops dito sa kanya. Siguro minor, hindi naman masyado halata. And one thing to like naman dito sa kanya, hindi naman siya naglalag habang tumatakbo ka or using your sniper scope. Normally kasi sa ibang phones, pag medyo hirap, pag nasa-sniper scope ka, mapapansin mo na may delay. Pero dito na wala akong na-feel sa kanya. Pero one thing na napansin ko lang dito sa kanya is medyo uminit nga siya, medyo naging warm ang ganyang likod, and umabot ako na around 45 degrees Celsius, pinakamainit dito sa Firelight 84. Pagdating sa Honor of Kings, okay din ang kanyang gameplay. Smooth naman ang experience ko dito sa kanya. Halos wala naman na feel na frame that's dito while I was gaming. And one good thing naman dito sa kanya is pretty solid ang sounds, maganda ang display, and may enjoyment talaga ang gameplay dito sa kanya. And after 30 minutes of gameplay, umabot ako ng roughly 36 degrees Celsius. Now, one of the good points dito sa phone na ito is meron siyang 3 camera lenses. Except that the other one is a little bit useless, yung kanyang macro lens. Meron siya 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS, a 8MP na ultra-wide lens na may 122 degrees na field of view, and a 5MP na macro lens. This one can shoot up to 4K and 30, and ang kanyang front-facing camera is a 12MP which can also shoot you up to 4K and 30. Now, tingnan natin kung gaano kaganda ang camera performance ng Samsung Galaxy A36. So, starting off with some of the outdoor shots na nakuha ko, and taking a look at these trucks, I would say na it's just okay. Nothing really special, hindi naman siya sobrang standout like the A56, pero katamtaman lang ang ganda na itong shot na ito, though it's quite detailed naman pag once you zoom it in. Now, taking a look at itong rosebud na ito, finocus ko naman dito sa rosebud, pero pansin ko na pag hindi mo siya zoom, mukhang okay siya, pero once you zoom mo siya, medyo soft siya. Taking a look at this flower shot naman, pag tinignan ko mabuti, yung kind of color is not very much the same as the one that I saw with my naked eye. Medyo mas, a little bit lighter orange compared dito sa a little bit more saturated ang effect dito sa flower na ito. Kapag tinignan mo naman tong shot na ito, okay lang naman siya, pero medyo hindi lang siya ganun ka-sharp. Now, taking a look at this flower, and this is probably one of my favorite shots. Magandang color reproduction dito sa kanya. Hindi siya OA na pagka-pink. Yung katamtaman na light pink lang, which is, yan naman halos nakikita ko with my naked eyes. E pag tinignan mo ng mga greens niya is okay, a little bit saturated, pero hindi naman siya masyadong OA. Kapag kumukuha ka naman mga quick shot while you're on the road, makapagkuha ka naman nice shots and makita mo yung mga details na kailangan mo makita. Like itong mga small little details, kitang-kita pa naman dito. Kapag pumasok ka naman on indoor, trying to take some product shot, okay naman siya. Clear naman siya as long as maganda ka ng ilaw. And pag tinignan naman ng mga beam shot na ito, nung nilapitan ko siya, okay naman siya. Product shot is quite okay din once finocus mo siya na maayos. And yung painting dito sa likod is looking good also. Natinry ko naman kunting food photography. Mukhang okay naman siya. Not bad. Maganda ka ng pagka-capture. And some of this shot na kinuha natin is looking also not bad. Makita mo, pag zoom in mo, makita mo some of the oils ng food, no? Which is yun yung mga shiny part. Which okay naman. At least na-capture mga details. Natinry ko naman kumuha ng mga LED shots dito sa signages na ito. Okay naman siya. Wala naman mga color spill from yung mga LED lights. And this one looks kind of cool. Pag zoom in mo, kita mo mga design ng craters niya. And itong malaking poster shot niya is looking good. Maganda ka ng lighting. Now, tinry ko naman gamitin ng kanyang ultra-wide lens. This is how it looks like. Normal. 2 times. 4 times. And 10 times zoom. Now, medyo hindi na ganun kagandang 10 times zoom niya. Kahit yung 4 times yan, no, hindi ako masyado impressed. Pero sa kanyang 2 times, it's looking quite good. Kapag tinignan mo lang ka ng front-facing camera, hindi ako masyado impressed ka ng front-facing camera kasi parang medyo kulang sa detail or medyo mas pale lang ang mukha ko dito As compared sa mga nakukuha ko from the Samsung Galaxy A56 this one is, well, fairly a bit soft. Pag tinignan mo mabuti, once you zoom it in, medyo hindi mo na masyado makita mga details, lalo na sa shot na ito. Kahit on outdoor, well lit, medyo soft siya. Na kung sa outdoor medyo soft, kahit sa indoor, ganun din ang effect niya, medyo soft din siya. Not much details when you zoom it in. Mas lalo kung medyo mas low light, medyo mahirapan ang kanyang front-facing camera. Now, if you're using the front cam for vlogging, honestly, it's quite smooth. Hindi siya matagtag, no? And probably one thing na napansin ko sa kanya is pag medyo nag-iiba kunti ang kanyang ilaw, medyo mag-iiba din ang mukha mo. Didilim din ang gusto. Now, if you're using naman kanyang rear camera, this one is good. Yung kanyang rear camera can take some really good quality na video and very smooth naman ang kanyang transition. Pati yung kanyang stabilization is quite good. Now guys, ano masasabi ko sa Samsung Galaxy A36 5G? One of the good things dito sa kanya is pretty light. Maganda ang kanyang display, I love yung protection niya, IP67 with a Corning Gorilla Glass front and back na Victus Plus, take note. And of course, ang ganda din dito sa kanya is solid ang kanyang sounds from its loudspeaker. Maganda naman performance ng Snapdragon 6 Gen 3. And one thing na siguro hindi ko masyado nagustuhan dito is yung kanyang front-facing camera kasi medyo hindi ganun kaganda ang mga shots na nakuha ko dito. And ang kanyang rear camera, pag medyo low light, medyo hirap siya kunti. But pag magandang yung lighting, wala ka maging problema dito sa phone na ito. Overall, for me, this is a good phone to invest. Pero I would much prefer the Samsung Galaxy A56 over this one. Kaya guys, anong tingin niyo dito sa phone na ito? Would you purchase the Samsung Galaxy A36 or would you go higher for the A56? Pwede nyo i-check ang full review natin ng A56 dito sa aking YouTube channel. And kung natipuan na itong phone na ito, gusto nyo malaman kung saan pwede bumili, I'll post the link on the description box below or just simply click the product link. And kung gusto nyo itong video nito, don't forget to share it to your friends and a quick sub sa aking channel. It's definitely awesome. I'll see you in the next one. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.